Hi, my name is Tim Keene, and I'm the Associate Director at Second Harvest Food Bank of East Central Indiana. Second Harvest has been fighting against hunger since 1983. But how have we done that? What's the system that we use? In order to understand that, we have to look at the history of food banking in the United States and see what role Second Harvest plays in the national scheme. Food banking has been part of the American landscape since 1967. This concept was developed by John Van Hingel, who saw a need for food to be reclaimed that was being thrown away. He approached local grocers for food that was no longer saleable, put it in a warehouse, redistributed it to people in need through food pantry systems in Arizona. This concept started locally, spread regionally, and became a national organization, now known as Feeding America. There are 205 food banks spread nationwide, peppering the map from coast to coast. They are working to provide for every county in the United States, distributing over 2 billion pounds of would-be spoiled or thrown away goods into the hands of 23 million Americans every year. Indiana has 9 food banks that cover the entire state. Second Harvest Food Bank is the sole provider for 8 counties in East Central Indiana. The suppliers for the food we receive are national food manufacturers, wholesalers, distributors, retail grocery chains, individual grocery stores, and the general public. Second Harvest Food Bank acquires the food from them by using the Choice System, a website that is hosted by Feeding America. The Choice System is an online bidding system similar to sites like eBay, except they offer groceries donated from these suppliers, which is only open to food banks. Feeding America gives the food bank a certain amount of shares based on things like output, need, population, and poverty level in the area of coverage of the food bank. We use these shares to place bids on donated items. Upon winning the bid, we hire a trucking company to bring that load of food from all over the U.S., could be from Texas, Pennsylvania, or Florida, to our dock in Muncie, Indiana.
Hi. Yeah, I'm looking for a truck for later this week. Do you have one available?
Outside of using the Choice System to acquire food nationally, there are also several regional suppliers located in our 8-county area that donate to us regularly. We're the middleman, the distribution center. We connect the suppliers to the outlet agencies. We simply hold the inventory and distribute it to our 100 agencies in East Central Indiana as they order it. These agencies are places like churches, food pantries, or soup kitchens. They act as the final link in putting the supplies directly into the hands of our neighbors in need. Our warehouse has 30,000 square feet of storage, enough to store 50 semi-loads, 34 dry, 11 frozen, and 5 refrigerated. This is equal to 1.5 million pounds of food. Our average inventory at any given time is about 750,000 pounds. We have a variety of 160 to 200 items. This list is always changing. We may have an item donated today, and we may never get that item again. We also house many non-food items such as pesticides, personal care items, soap, paper products, cleaning supplies, and many others. These items are vital for a person to receive because they cannot get these items with food stamps. They'd have to use cash. We have a staff of 8 full-time and 2 part-time employees at Second Harvest. They are constantly working to keep our 110,000 square foot complex running. This task would be impossible without the additional help from our generous volunteers. Second Harvest logged over 5,000 volunteer hours in 2008. The state of Indiana puts a value of $17 per hour on volunteer hours. This calculates to over $90,000 worth of donated labor that we had through our volunteers in 2008. You can see that it would be impossible for us to accomplish our mission without the help of our volunteers. A big misconception is that the donated items are completely free to us. They are free up until the point until they hit our dock. This is when we pay the trucking company anywhere from $600 to $4,500 for delivering the donated load to us. When the items are ordered from the warehouse, we must pay a transportation cost to get those delivered to our agencies. We have an annual budget of about $1.1 million. To help offset these costs, the agencies pay us a shared maintenance fee that averages about 10 cents a pound. This represents about 33% of our budget. We rely on the charity of others to help make up the difference. In our first 25 years of operation, we distributed 50 million pounds of food to the 8 counties that we serve in East Central Indiana. These numbers are quickly increasing also. Our annual growth rate is about 15% each year. There's been a sharp increase in our average output in recent years. In 2008, we distributed over 5 million pounds of food. We've covered a lot of information, and we really only need you to remember these 3 things: who we are, what we do, and how you can help. We're very excited at the opportunity to partner with you in this fight against hunger.